So I have found a way to bypass the human verification in Anime Defenders. Well, sort of. So with the raids, I have realized you don't actually need the human verification. As you know, with Tower of Eternity, whenever you try to AFK, the human verification thing pops up. Whereas I just went ahead and done 10 raids and realized that there is no human verification. So technically you can now AFK raids, get a bunch of the crystals to get the units that you can now get up from a 1.5% chance, and also spend those crystals on gems in the raid shop, so then you're transferring all the crystals you get into gems. So technically this is going to be the new way of AFK farming gems without being kicked or having the verification thing pop up. The only thing is the raids are every hour, so it would probably take 2 hours to record a tiny task, because you'd have to make the tiny task where you spawn here, then you go ahead, you run into the raids, and you do that for the 3 or 4 times you can do the raids for an hour, and then you'd have to literally sit there and leave the tiny task recording for a whole nother hour until the raids start up again, and then stop the tiny task. So overnight, really, you have 4 hours of raids, so you'd probably be able to do 4 every hour, which means you're going to probably get like 30, you could probably get like 100 gems per account an hour. I think you can buy 30 gems at a time here, if I'm right. So that's probably like 100 an hour per account. So per account you're using, of course, if you go ahead and use more accounts, then you'll be getting way more gems. But then on top of that, you could spend the raid shards on anything you want, and you will have a really good chance of getting the units from the raids, which is a 1.5% chance. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this method. I think it's really the only method now to AFK with Tiny Task without being kicked because of the human verification. Of course, Tower of Eternity is way better for gems, but all you're going to need to do is AFK raids overnight or while you're out, and then while you're at home at your PC or on your phone or whatever, you can go ahead and go over to the Tower of Eternity and grind up gems there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it all works fine. I went ahead and done one raid, and then I was thinking to myself, I didn't get the verification thing this time. Maybe if I go ahead and keep trying, will it keep coming up with the verification thing? And it didn't. I went ahead, I joined a raid, left the game, joined another raid, left the game, and kept doing that over and over again just to see if the verification thing would come up, and not once did it come up. So I'm guessing you don't have to do the human verification with the raids, which is actually really good, because you do actually need raid shards for the Evo item for the unit. So say you manage to get the unit while you're AFK, then with the raid shards you also save up, you'll be able to spend those on the Evo item. And I don't think I've seen anyone make a video on the brand new raid unit either, so I'm not too sure how good it actually is. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be the fastest way of farming gems with multiple accounts, because infinite mode you can't do, challenge mode you can't do, Tower of Eternity you can't do, AFK zone I'm not sure if you can do, and raids now I know that you can do. So it's definitely going to be very, very useful for grinding overnight. Even though they close every hour for an hour, if you're asleep for 8 hours, it's still 4 hours of raids every night, which is 4, 8, 12, 16 raids per night, which is definitely going to get you a lot of raid shards. So yeah, that is going to be pretty much it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think of this method, and if any of you have realized that the human verification thing doesn't come up in raids. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did all enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all tomorrow.